Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. That's how I've opened my streams a few times. Hello, everybody. It's me, Tomebinder, once again. This stream was slightly delayed. I do apologize for that, but most days I will be streaming at exactly 4 p.m. Eastern. Unfortunately, I just got a little bit behind today. But as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to be playing some futuristic maps today, along with other things. Futuristic is a loose theme, to be sure, but futuristic maps are the general theme of today's stream. Welcome to whoever that is. Oh, and I just got killed by that cannon. So we had that. What a great start. We're off to a good start on this stream. But yeah, I was just been kind of rushing around so far when I've been setting up the stream. Welcome to the stream, Engie. I do apologize for the brief delay. But we are going to be checking out a variety of different futuristic maps on this stream. Starting out with Orbital Security. And after that, we're going to revisit the Airship map made by Lan, and then a few other things that are off theme. It is a bit funny that this cannon keeps causing problems, so I'm just going to save the map with the cannons out of it, and now I'll go back in, and we should be fine and dandy. But before we get into any of these maps, I'm going to be checking out, posting the link in all the usual places. There's a 2-minute delay. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. Angie, I would appreciate if you did not start chains in the videos thing, especially if they're of images. But I'm going to do a post. But I do appreciate you posting the link, I should say. But I'm going to just post it out in the usual places, and we'll be good to go right now. Oh, I forgot. I have to ping Peanut and Jay. JFX is his name. All right, and now we should be good to go. We don't need any other people in this chat. It's fine. It can be just you and me for now. Engie, as we get started on this, Orbital Security has seen some significant updates since my video on it, which was months ago, so we're going to be revisiting now. Jay asked me to check it out on stream, so I'm going to. Welcome login. I'm going to check out Orbital Security by Jay, because it's seen some major updates. That is a map, for those of you who don't know, where you defend against a raid on some ships in orbit somewhere. I'm a little bit all over the place because of how rushed I was in setting up this stream, and I will say that after today I'm going to be taking a brief break from streaming. Tomorrow will be just videos, and I'm not sure about Saturday, but I have a few more things that I promised I would play, which I need to get out of the way, and after that we could start taking things a little bit slower again, so I do apologize. How's life in the big city? Are you asking me? Do you mean this big city? Oh, it's pretty good, man. Life is good. I'm not sure if that's what he was referring to, but I'm going to pretend that it is. Orbital Security. For those of you who don't remember, if you didn't see my video on it the first time, this map is a science fiction map. Q and E to operate the jetpack, 3 is to grapple, M for diagnostics check. I'm not going to reread all of this, but essentially you are defending against... sorry, not defending. You have to go and enable a nuclear warhead that's been taken out, or almost taken out, by some... just raiders, bandits, some group like that, and whenever you're damaged, there's a slight chance that your oxygen will ignite and blow up, so you have to be careful about that. But the same thing can happen to enemies, so pretty cool stuff. We have to destroy this nuclear weapon before it can fall into the hands of the hostile forces. So yeah, let's jump into this. Kind of a smallish stream today. That's totally fine by me. I'm gonna be honest, I've been kind of taxed to my limit with the streams lately, so after this I'm looking forward to just some chill editing videos and playing some maps for all of you in a somewhat of a less on-the-spot environment. So here we go. Actually, before we do this, I need to go for about 5 seconds, so be right back. Alright, sorry about that, and now we're back. Orbital Security. I'm pretty sure it should all be updated. You can see here there are some wires. Welcome, Jacob. Nice to see you in the stream. So there's some voiceover. Sorry, just trying to take everything in here. I don't think we need to hear all that in perfect clarity, so I'm going to turn the volume down slightly. But you can see that he's been adding some features that are from the new update. Oh, someone just came in here and is trying to kill me. Watching from school once more. Okay, welcome. Oh, it looks like I can slow down. That's kind of cool. So, okay, a few cool things that have been added. I have this, wow, lots of cool things have been added. 3 is the grapple, right? Okay. But yeah, we're getting all kinds of ambience and stuff thrown right at us. This is very cinematic, and you can see that when we have a target, our little selector thing turns yellow. That's quite cool. We're going to replace our gun with a PX-10 because that will be much more effective against enemy armor. And now we should be all good. I do apologize for the somewhat confusing beginning of the stream. Not confusing, but just all over the place beginning of the stream. Started your work on the map for a few minutes yesterday. Very cool, War Striker. Looking forward to playing that. If you need any more help from me, let me know. Whoa! So yeah, we are essentially investigating this wreck, and after that we're going to immediately move on to disabling a nuclear device. Let's click this button here. You can already tell that there's tons of detail put in, and he's added all kinds of wires and stuff to really add a lot of kind of lived-in, kind of griminess, kind of a used ship effect. You've been working on your SCP campaign for a bit. You also have a few new prefabs to make a new zombie apocalypse campaign. Very cool. Very cool. Looking forward to this new content. Right now, Ancient Warfare 3 is actually in somewhat of like a lull period, I would say, for content. Not a whole lot of new stuff is getting posted lately, but it seems like we're starting to leave that little slump because we've got some new stuff just today, including 4 nights at Beach House 2. The music is causing my attention to be disrupted. I need to be able to talk in complete sentences, so I'm glad the music's gone. But yeah, these are very cool mechanics here. I appreciate the little things like this yellow, that the selector turns yellow when you have a target. Just some news we thought you would share. It'll be a while until the campaign comes out since you're still working on the SCP one. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. I did play one of your SCP maps a while back, but not all in once in a series, so I can start doing that. But first I'm going to complete 13 days later, or 13 days after, and after that I'll think about making some new series. I'm just going to try and complete my commitments now, before I open too much stuff up. As we approach the 150 subscriber mark, I also said that I would play Liam Goes to Popeyes for that, so trying to be mindful not to overcommit to too many things. And it's also very cool in this map. I like that, you know, we're getting that mechanic working where when you damage someone, they have a low chance of their oxygen tank exploding. You still need to work on The Way Downstairs, The Lost Guard, and Zombie Story Remake. Well, don't overwork yourself, Logan. That sounds like if you do that, you're not going to get any of them done. If you try and focus on all 3 at once, so pick one that you think you're going to enjoy the most and go for that. Yes. Only 3 more, and then I have to play Liam Goes to Popeyes, so if you want to see that, you can subscribe. Or if you just want to support me, you can subscribe. That would be much appreciated. But anyway, yeah, I do appreciate that there are some new genres being explored by Jay here. This is one of his, I believe, his most recent map, actually. He's working on one, I don't know if I can say it, he's working on a new project that should be coming out soon, but in an entirely different setting, so he clearly has a lot of range as a map maker, and I'm realizing now that my ammunition is just flying away here. I only have 14 shots left. Okay, I'm going to have to go back, I think, to that main ship and resupply here, but yeah, it's a very cool environment. Very nice to play a very unique environment as well. I haven't played many battles in space, that's for sure. Sure, like there's futuristic settings, but not actually in space. That's cool, we just blew up his ship. You finished and published FNAB 2. Yes, I'll probably record that video perhaps even tomorrow, just whenever I get the chance, because like I said, after today I'm going to take a short break from streaming, but there will be some pretty large videos coming out, including a tutorial about how to do sound design in your maps. Let's go in here, and I remember these guys caused a big old problem. Yeah, whoa, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. There's a mech over there that serves as kind of a mini-boss, which we do not want to be fighting right now. I think I'd rather resupply a bit. Let's head back up to here, and I do know that there is some ammo inside this particular spaceship, so if we could just get in here. So the one thing that I have to say is that the grappling hook is somewhat unstable as a mechanic, and that's not the fault of Jay. I think if he could fix it, he would. I don't want to get hit by the fire sword, please no. See you later, Logan. I almost called him Eric because that's his like meme name. You can shoot this and like blow up the whole thing. I guess I'm gonna do that. I don't know why I did that. but it's very cool to see these explosions in slow motion. Very cool. We're going to head in here. I guess the explosions aren't even in slow motion. They're in regular speed, just low gravity. Interesting new perspective on the game. Whoa! I think a bit of regeneration I wouldn't mind, actually. But I do regain health when I kill enemies too, which is good. I think that this this ambient track of like the warning announcement playing should cut out after a while. That's something I'm a little bit skeptical about. It makes it quite difficult to focus. It's also probably owing to the fact that I had a very hectic pre-stream setup period. I gave myself tons of extra time to set up, and it still was a rush. So we're just gonna get that mech out of the way right now. I'm not really sure what the best way to take it out is gonna be, to be honest. Whoa! And I got killed by the mech, unfortunately. I guess the mech can just instant kill. Okay. You were found as a charred corpse in orbit. There is no hope for victory. Very sad. I probably will replay it, but I'm not sure. I'll come back to it if we have nothing else to play. But we do need. I'm going to slow down. We do need to get through a few other maps on this stream before we can come back to this one. Because, like I said, I'm trying to get through my list of things to play on this stream, so I can take a short break from streaming. It's not that I don't like streaming, but I need to get a little bit of time to make some thumbnails and stuff in advance, so I don't have to do this kind of a rush period. Because between my school and my stream, there's not a lot of time to get set up. So anyway, it can be stressful sometimes. But anyway, that was Orbital Security. Solid updates. I do like the modernization of it, and it's cool that he's continuing to update the project. It's really about all I have to say, to be honest. Only thing I might have to say in terms of feedback on things to change would be the announcements just continuing constantly. Do you know anything about SCP? I know a decent amount. I used to read the wiki, the SCP wiki, but I don't remember very much about it. It was probably like a year or so ago that I was really into that. I thought about making an account, but decided against it. Welcome, Fish. That's fine. He said he can't stay long. That's okay. So the next map we have lined up is Skirmish at Scodia by SV Studios. I made this map in about 3 hours at once, so sorry if there are any rough edges. I'll try to remedy them. That's fine. Vaz has started building military installations in Scodian territory. Destroy the interlopers before it's too late. So kind of a, I don't want to say simple, but you know, kind of a straightforward defense of the land situation. Just waiting for this to load up, and then we can hit play. So yeah, we're going to kind of go all around here. The general theme of the stream is going to be science fiction maps. We're going to return to that theme, but we're going to do some jumping around to cover all of our bases. Once it took you a week to make one of the 13th Days After maps. Yep, I know the feeling. Oh, hello, Officer Jovar. Soldier, do you need a briefing for the mission ahead? Yes. Always good to give them an option to skip, though. Very nice. Well, the Vazians have violated their treaty with the glorious Scodia. They've built military installations in this land, which belongs to Scodia. Outrageous! Quite so. Well, the main thing the Vazians built is that big hangar over there. It contains an important plane of theirs. I want you to sneak in there and destroy that aircraft. The key to the hangar should be in that wooden Voxian fort. Yes, sir. I'll do it. Jay, I already did play Orbital Security, actually. That was the first thing I did. I might return to it, though, if we have time left in the stream. I played it and I died, and I will come back to it if we have time, but I had 14 maps lined up for this stream, so I just wanted to kind of barrel ahead and get to those in the end game of the stream if we have time. Oh, nice music. Got music, cool. I like this environment. Nice terrain, painting. This is nice terrain. You know, fall maps are just visually very appealing to me. I'm not sure why. Oh, hey, if you shoot them, they respawn. Nice, man. I was going to snipe them. Good work, good work. And they even do the thing where they crouch and stuff. Nice. Very cool. Of course, the range was actually a little bit too low to pose any immediate threat to me, but still very cool. You're going to have to go anyway. Ah, okay. Oh, well. Will you be able to come back? It's okay if not, of course. I think this is the hangar we want to go into, but there's also this area off to the side which we might want to tackle first. Whoa, let's not jump around the battlefield. How should I start the Good of the Company campaign? It's from a government perspective. Should I start with the training thing? The traditional thing for Good of the Company stuff is going to be to start with a training course. That's what I've done on the first campaign, and that's actually not to spoil anything, but there's a training course in the expansion that I'm working on. So that's how I'd started if I were you. But you can make it skippable, you know. I think it would be interesting to see what kind of training course the government would put its soldiers through. Welcome to the stream, third person, and Cat from Space. Oh, cool. Hey, they have like a supply point too, and they even have the little star thing to indicate their supplies. That's cool. I wonder if this was made before or after the making a map stream yesterday. It was made after. That's cool, because inspiration. Gave inspiration. Whoa, hey guys. These guys are very smart. I like the smart units in this map quite a bit. They reacted to me entering the door. Very nice. It's very hard to cheese this map, which is, I strongly respect creating some cheese-proof maps, which SV seems to be doing. Hangar keycard. Oh, so I was supposed to go this way first. Very cool. Let's go back to this supply area here and see what we can see. And welcome Cat from Space, if I didn't say that already. I am playing, it's Vaz something. Oh no, Scodia and Skirmish or something like that. Vaz still stands. Nice. They have a supply point. Very cool. Welcome Fleck. I'm checking out the Skirmish of Scodia or something like that. I don't remember the exact name. Let me check. Skirmish at Scodia is what this is called. We're defending Scodia against a nation called Vaz. We're going to push forward though, because the Vazians have been so brave and bold that they've decided to build a hangar right on this border, which contains their most valuable asset, a large plane. So we're going to go in there and destroy that in a minute. If there's anything to plunder here though, I'm going to get that first. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, we're going to head back and go for that hangar. So to script a unit, you have to make an object to hold the script. Not necessarily Cat from Space. If you can go into something called global scripts, which will be an option if you go into the scripting menu. It'll be one of those options on the left side of the screen. You could hold it in an object, but global scripts can also be helpful if you don't want to lose track of where a script is being contained. Anyway, we're going to use this this keycard to open up the hangar and get in here. Now you got to kind of be careful. Whoa! Hey man, whoa! Got a little patrol there. Took them out though. So that's their plane, all rigged up with wires. Very cool. We're going to take out their guards if we can. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, he reacted to that guy's death. That's cool. These guys seem to be in a dangerous position. I'm not sure if I have to kill them first. I'm going to kill them first just to be safe. Hey, guys. Whoa, hey, and they react too. That's very cool. Very, very cool. SV's making his unit smart. As my stamp of approval. Enter the code to cause the destruction of the experimental aircraft, only to be used to keep it out of Scodian hands. Uh-huh. Alarms? What about... I don't want the alarms. No, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. No. Enter the code. What's the code? Do we need to see a code? Oh, maybe it's over here. Oh, no. I should have been looking for a code this whole time. You can't even hold them in units themselves, but sometimes they will break. If that happens, the script will break. Alright, Officer Vosey, I've had it. I do not know why you want the self-destruct code, but it is 7785. Now stop asking me. I have other things to do. Disregards, Dr. Iv. Yeah, this is literally the Among Us sound effect, yes. It's okay, though. It works in this situation. 7785, I'm pretty sure. 7785. We blew it up! We blew up their aircraft! Scodia triumphs again. Very cool. It's a nice little, straightforward and fun little... I don't want to demean it or anything, but it's very, like, self-contained, kind of almost arcadey, and very tightly sealed, you know? It's got some good mechanics that are going to be hard to cheese. So, a solid map from SV there. I'm going to give that an upvote. Hold on. Scodia. See what shows up when I search that. Scodia. Let's give it an upvote. I recommend checking that out, especially for inspiration about unit design and environment design as well. Anyway, now we're going to return to the map Tannenberg by Amazed, which is another thing that I promised to do. This has also seen some major updates since the last time I checked it out. I'm pretty sure I haven't played it again since this update, so we're going to take a look here. It was a fun map, yeah. Yeah, I like it. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short. Got a lot of different things going on. A few different types of puzzles. Smart units. I approve. Sadly, I have to go now. Cursed time zones. Very sad. Alright, well, thank you for joining us for a little bit anyway, Fish. See you later. We are now going to check out Tannenberg again. See if it's gotten any more updates. And again, I'm at full graphics settings now. Our boys are charging the German positions. We need to support the advance. I'll be right behind you. So once again, getting some real lag. You know, I may have already covered this since the update. I'm not certain at this point. Let me make sure I have all my settings the way I want them. Yeah, so the water's off, but everything else is up on high. But we have a nice little casualty counter here. Getting a little bit of lag, though. Kind of a fair amount of lag. I have a large, mostly finished bunker map with no units. Does anyone want it, to build on? I probably should not volunteer for that just because I have a few things cooking right now, but if somebody else wants to take it, they sure can. I'm going to occupy this building and use it to defend against counterattacks. That is quite a large force of German troops. I think you're actually getting very close to having it optimized. Amazed. But you can see here that our forces are being disproportionately slaughtered compared to these German ones. 32 to 9 casualties. So I'm just going to try and hold this point as much as I can. War Striker says I'll take it. Very cool. Going once, going twice. Sold to War Striker. We can't hold the pressure. Fall back to the trenches. Okay. Hello, Damien. We are falling back to the trenches, and I am appreciating the increased optimization of Tannenberg. Still a little bit laggy in some parts. I might tone it down just a little bit more, but you're getting very close now to map-making greatness. And I think you might have to tone it down even a little bit more if you want people to put on the water settings. And the water settings will make this map look even better because the river is a key part of it, and the player will be seeing it quite often. And to run all these units, you're going to have to turn down the water settings. But, of course, it makes the water look just meh. Anyway, we are now inflicting a higher degree of German casualties compared to ours, which is a good thing to slow them down. But they are making a major breach across in 2 places. There seems to be few of them there. Maister's got some good ambience here, though. Let me think about something you're going to try doing with it. Okay. Okay, cat from space. So it seems like that breach, the breach is not contained. I'm wrong. This breach is not contained at all, whatsoever. We're going to head over to the right. So enemy casualties, or no, sorry. Yeah, enemy casualties are mounting, and ours are going up much more slowly now. But I have to make sure the right flank is secured before we can ensure safety of our trench lines here. Oof. So we do get some lag spikes when large numbers of enemies are spawned, but I am thinking that these are enemies spawning in with scripting rather than some other method, which is good for performance just in general. And I'm now switching over pretty much from my rifle here in a second to my revolver because I've exhausted all the ammo here. Invisible wall, unfortunately. It's okay. We can shoot through it. We can shoot through the wall, but we cannot walk through it, which is a shame. Okay. Now we're using just the revolver to hold off the enemy advance. And I'm not quite sure what happens after this. Are we just gonna... We're just meant to hold them off for a certain length of time? I don't remember ever playing Tannenberg out to completion at the moment. Maybe I have. I've played this map a few times now. I might not replay it again on stream sometime, even if it gets a major update, just because it's already been shown quite a lot. And our casualties are almost equal now, which is very good. And you'll notice, by the way, this means that more than 200 units have spawned in and died, but I'm still getting much less lag than I would on some other maps, because he's using scripting to spawn the units. And he's not having too many units on the field at once, which is a key factor to not lagging people out. And I strongly recommend that you follow that if you want to have an epic battle. You're back, you just watched me play Orbital Security. Alright, what did you think about my feedback? At that moment, I was a little bit, I don't know, overwhelmed by the preparation process, so I apologize if my feedback was substandard, but I will probably look at it again after the stream, at least. Now I'm getting a ton more lag, I assume because our friendly units are spawning in for the counter charge. Let's turn down a bit. You'll turn down the sound effects? You agree it's a bit loud? Okay. Yes, today is 2-2-2-2. I realized that a couple hours ago, and I was like, huh. I remember 12-12-12. That was an interesting day. Gosh. That was almost 10 years ago. My goodness. Okay, well, anyway, let's move on from that. We're going to defend against these guys for a minute, but then we are allowed to countercharge and take out their fortress, which is a good thing. I like the dynamism, dynamicness of this map. I don't know quite what adjective you'd use, but I like that there's that push and pull there. This is stuff that I've already said, I assume. We've gained some ground. Now continue pushing them all the way back. All right, I will. This reminds me a little bit of like a Men of War map, even though it's not set during World War II. It's during World War I. Okay, these guys are still quite strongly present on this side of the river, so I'm not sure how we're going to be able to push them back, but we'll try. I'm going to occupy this area of the house and then make use of this medical crate to prevent incoming fire from taking it. A roguelike Ancient Warfare 3 map would be cool. Yeah, it would be. Certainly would be. I'm working on an RPG, but it won't be roguelike, so... The grapple hook is indeed very whack, but unfortunately I don't think there's a way to fix it. I know what causes the issue, but if I fix the grapple hook, it would be even more broken. Oh, okay. Holy cow, this house is falling apart around me. Also, the Frontier is a public thing you've been posting on Ancient Warfare 3 CCS. The Frontier... Is the Frontier... Does that count as a roguelike? I thought that just counted as an RPG. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas churning around in my head for this RPG map, and once I'm done with Good of the Company and Creed vs. Rust, that will be my third... That's the last thing on my bucket list for now. I don't want to commit to anything new after that. But that, I think, will be pretty epic. Not to detract from any of the other two projects I just mentioned, because those will be cool as well. I wouldn't make something just as filler. Oh, I died. I got shot in the head. They had a HMG or something. But yeah, I like that map, that version of the map a lot more, because for one thing, it's a lot more optimized, so I'm able to experience the whole thing on higher graphics settings. I might still tone it down a little bit, especially in that final charge, but still a solid improvement there by Amazed. Okay, I'll see you later, third person. I'll give that a like. It's the project in the Wild West you were talking about. You didn't know if you could talk about. Oh, I was talking about. I was actually talking about the Medak one, but that too, actually. You're right. You're correct. Okay, well, that was Tannenberg, and we're gonna go to another map now. We've kind of moved on from the replay maps, and we're just now going to be looking at a few other things that I promised to play. There's one person who I promised I would look at all the maps he made a video about, and in his video he showed 8 different maps. And they're all pretty small maps, so it's fine. I think we can get through them all. And they're made by like someone named like Vincent or something like that. That's not the name on YouTube. It's like Shadow Wolf. But I'm going to check them all out now in quick succession. Starting out with Final Stand. Here we go. I find it funny there's a wiki for Good of the Company. Well, it's just because, I don't know, the lore is complex in some moments. But it's still being worked on. Probably will be expanded when there's the expansion. Okay, looking for Final Stand here. It's not this one. If I'm not able to find a map, I won't be playing it. Obviously, we'll look at some of his other maps. Whoa, slow down. We'll look at some of his other maps first. So you might be able to tell that because of this sort of anticipation around my streams, I've gotten a little bit more struggling to speak sometimes. So I'm going to be trying to take it slow. Texas Strikers is the next map. There it is. So the Strikers, I guess, I'm not really sure if this was part of a series, but the Strikers have launched a full-scale attack on Texas against, appears to be U.S. soldiers stationed there. But the U.S. soldiers have retreated to Mexico, so the Strikers have control of Texas, and now we have to retake the area. What comes first, a wiki update or the map? The map will come out first. I'm not going to update the wiki on anything unreleased. It'll just be it'll be updated to fit the content rather than the content updated to fit the wiki. Gonna hit play on this in a minute. But yeah, this is Texas Strikers. The U.S. Army is coming to retake Texas from a group known as the Strikers, and it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I promised I would play these maps, and I forgot about it, and so that person reminded me to do it. So now I'm going to be undertaking this mission here. Texas Strikers, here we go. So we're pushing into a wall here. Seems to have blown it open. One thing I have to immediately say is this map is much too flat and much too empty on this exterior. You need to add some terrain painting for sure. If it's just bright yellow, it's not going to be too visually appealing. But you can add like some browns, medium yellows, you know, kind of pale yellows, to make it seem more walked on and stuff. Whoa. Okay, and this does appear to be a prefab area, which is fine. You can use prefabs in your map. That's what they're for. Alright. But if this map is entirely prefabs, you might want to add some of your own stuff. And also, you should also be careful to add terrain painting to areas with with buildings around them, because otherwise, you know, there's going to be no footsteps or indications that anyone's even walked here. And also, okay, I have to say right then, grenade launchers are just gonna be frustrating. If you have to have the player fight against a grenade launcher, they're not gonna like it. So obviously, let's go back in the custom battle editor and give a few more thoughts. We'll take these maps a little bit quicker, and it looks like my game just crashed, unfortunately. But we'll be taking those maps a little bit quicker. Sorry for the black screen. Game is reloading now. My Good to the Company campaign will probably be enhanced with the object and other stuff creator. Sounds good. It's probably not going to be the case for this upcoming expansion because it'll be out before the creators come out, but I have been considering how that can affect map making as well. So good luck on that. It'll be very nice to see some custom models and stuff in Good of the Company canon. So yeah, cool. Texas Strikers. My main feedback so far on that map is simply to add some terrain painting and maybe a bit of editing too. You don't want to have a completely flat area, right? You want to have some hills, make it look a little bit more natural, and that big old wall too is all concrete. So again, there's a lot of like flat, kind of monolithic colors, but you can texture them up with different shades of gray, which will be very helpful, I think, to making it seem like it's suffered wear and tear over the years. You know what I mean? I think that would be a very good technique to use. You play easy maps and campaigns. Okay, that's fair. Not everybody is looking for a real challenge in Ancient Warfare 3. It's fine to be a casual player. Texas Strikers, we'll take one last look at it, but like I said, we're going to be a little bit faster with our reviews of these maps because there are 8 of them, all by this one person, and I assume we can continue to put out more, so I can continue to give feedback as they come out. It does definitely look like this map is mostly prefabs with a custom-built wall, but yeah, I would, if I were you, re-texture this wall a bit, just with different shades of gray, and it's very dark, so you don't want to have too high of a contrast, but just kind of shade it a little bit will help, of various different colors. And you're going to want to retexture this this sand a little bit, which I'll show you how you can do that. Something like this. And let's up the size and speed. And okay, that's a little bit too much. That there is a little bit too much. Oh my goodness. We will do it this way. I think it's the speed that's causing this to look weird, so hold on. Let's get back to the yellow here, and I'll show you what I'm really trying to explain. So first of all, we're going to start with a basic ground level, and I assume I'm going to have a similar piece of feedback for all the other maps made by this person. I might not, but if these are outdoors maps, and the technique hasn't evolved. So I'm just going to get this piece of feedback out of the way right now. You want to have multiple different colors on everything. Visual monotony is not good for your maps, and not good for the numbers, you know, the people playing them. So let's just add a little bit of more dull and pale yellow, a bit of like rocky color, because why not? And then kind of a darker yellow. And it doesn't have to be an exact science. This actually does not look very good, but if I was going for visual niceness, this is not what I'd be doing. But you can just see that it already looks a little more, visually has more stuff going on than it did before, which is going to keep the player's attention. But that's an example of what I'm going for, even though it's not the exact case. I'm stuck on the Good of the Company level where you have to activate the security door to save the RF. When I pressed the button, it said the barrier was activated, but it didn't work. War Striker, did you leave that room after you pressed the button? Because you have to leave the room to walk into the trigger that ends that map. And another thing for the maker of this map, I just have to say you need to raise up some hills, especially on the edges, right? You don't want to have a flat edge to a map where the player can kind of see it go off into nothingness. It helps it feel bigger. But yeah, something like this is very simple, and if you don't want to do any more, that's fine, but you can also add some extra hills here to break up the visual a little bit, just like that. And it takes only a few seconds, and it already definitely, I think, improves the visuals of your map. So we're going to hit save on that. You did leave the room. That's very strange, War Striker. I'll have to take a look at that, probably off stream. Just finished the 4th operation of your SCP Task Force campaign. Very cool. Hey Liam, I might have to go, but I might have to go, but if you play Orbital Security again, look on the ground in the rubble on the large platform directly in front of the mech. Okay, I will. I left the room and went up all the ladders and returned to the start point. That's strange because... that is quite strange. I'll have to look at that off stream, because it is supposed to trigger an endpoint to the map after you leave that building. Okay, well, I'm sure you're not dumb. I think it might just be maybe in one of my updates I did something. I don't know. Anyway, that was Texas Striker. We're now going to look at the 2 battles of Umbara. This is a Star Wars thing, I'm pretty sure. Battle of Umbara Part 1. We're not going to find it. I don't think we're going to find it. Maybe we are here. Nope. Are we here? Yes, we are! Battle of... it says Umbra, but I assume it means Umbara. Umbra is a cool word, though, so, you know, it's fine. You are a clone commander... Oh, it is Star Wars. You are a clone commander. You fight until death, and don't give up. We destroy and kill. Copy? Okay. Copy that. Let's take a look at this map before we load it up. I might not have to even play all these to give feedback, so we'll see. Seems to be definitely a night map with a ton of gunships coming overhead as the walkers and clone troops assault on foot. My main feedback on this is that you're just going to have a lot of emptiness. If we set this time of day here, I'll show you what this looks like in the middle of the day. It actually would look quite nice in the middle of the day. The texture of the snow on alien stuff looks quite cool. But the map itself is fairly empty, so I think you're going to want to add like just little fortifications, gunnery positions for the Umbaran forces to use while they're defending against the clones. Because right now, if you zoom out, it's kind of hard to tell that there's any player place stuff at all. Obviously, except for these tanks, which do sort of stick out. But at the moment, there's not too much stuff going on, which I think is what's going to turn away players. Also, the fact that it's kind of a straight attack, and because people can see the edges of the map, and I've already explained, of course, that you want to have hills around the edges of the map. So I'm guessing I'll have a similar piece of feedback about Part 2, but we'll check it out now. It was a battle from the Clone Wars, yeah. Yep, I watched that a while ago now. Commander Cost, maybe that's my name. You must lead your squad into victory. Kill them droids, and good luck, soldier. Alright. I'm going to load this up. I'm guessing it's similar, so I might just have similar feedback on this one. Yeah, pretty much the same thing, where it's just a pretty empty map. So you could, for one thing, just to help, you could add some hills and stuff. Just do everything you can to make it feel like a large world, and you can do that by not showing the edges of the world, right? You want to create an illusion so the player doesn't think about the fact that the player is in a small world. Here we go. We're just gonna obscure the edges and just do some basic things like making some ridges, and yeah, so we see them. This is just gonna turn into one big old, like, they're all gonna blob up basically for a fight. So I'm not even sure what we do here, but yeah, just this environment already is just a little more visually appealing, I think. Gonna head out for a minute, maybe back, might not. If I don't, see you all, and thanks for tuning. Well, yeah, thanks for tuning in, Jay. I always appreciate having some people to talk to. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And then Cat from Space has to go eat as well. Okay, see you. Yep, this is pretty much the same as the first battle from Umbara, so we're gonna press forward here. We have about 6 or 7 more maps to get through. This next one is a D-Day map, which I'm guessing I won't be able to find because there's a huge number of D-Day maps on the workshop, but I'll take a look at a few and make sure that it's truly buried before I try it again. I'm also noticing that those past 2 maps were night maps, so what about this one? Is it this one? No. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find this guy's D-Day map, unfortunately. I just don't think it's high enough on the workshop because of how much competition there is in the genre. Look at this, 14 pages of D-Day maps. You have to pack up and head to science. We'll be back soon. Okay, see you, War Striker. See you soon. Next up is Echo Base. We are returning to the Star Wars environment. We'll see what there is here. Is it this map? It is. You're in the base getting raided. You have to place the Reds. Oh, okay. You have to place down the threat to this map. We'll see how this all plays out. Survive and kill the Reds. So I'm not going to probably do this because I don't have any Star Wars units to place for the attack on Echo Base, but I'll still take a look at the map and see what the environment's like. So this is maybe not Echo Base from Star Wars? It's a bit hard to tell. I don't think this is Star Wars, actually. It's just a regular base that you place down a threat to. But actually, this is one of the more impressive modular constructions made by Vincent, because you can see here lots of different textures being used, and it's actually fairly large. The only thing I might have to say is that the terrain editing looks a little bit unnatural, right? It's kind of just a rectangle. Elevated. But if you want to have things like this, like cliffs, you can do that quite easily. All you have to do is paint the ground like this to make it gray, to indicate that it's kind of a rocky cliff face. Otherwise, people are going to be like, what? Why does the ground just suddenly jump up? So if you make it very clear that it's actually a cliff face, people won't mind at all. And this is probably a bit too bright of a gray, actually. We're going to have it more of a dull, like this. This is the kind of color I use in my maps when I do stuff like this. And also blends pretty well with the modular color, so something to consider. But yeah, as a map where it's a kind of a make-your-own-threat map, it's fine. Yeah, the uniform placement of the units to me isn't a very realistic thing that would be done by many armies, so it's something I kind of phased out doing after a while, but it's totally fine if you want to do it that way too. It's kind of like tabs-esque, so yeah, that's fine. I'm going to move on, I think, from Echo Base. Moving at a breakneck pace here on this stream, my goodness. The Task Force campaign just got updated. You might have to wait a bit for the campaign to actually be able to play the 4th operation. Okay. Well, I probably won't be playing the SCP Task Force campaign until I've completed 13 days later, because I don't want to have too many active series at once. But yeah, I will definitely check it out. At some point, sometime this month, I'm sure. U.S. allies, anything here? This is his next map. Not finding it, unfortunately. Not finding it. Okay, well that's too bad, but we'll continue. Simple... Oh, actually, that was it. That was the last map by Shadow Wolf. If you want to send me the exact links or something to these maps, just let me know, and I will definitely play them, because, yeah, I'd like to give feedback on everything. I get feedback on a fair number, but not all of them, so I will return to them if you want to. Just let me know in the comments section, Shadow Wolf. But now we're going to move on to... We have only 4 maps left, so I'm not quite sure what I'll do after I'm done with them, but I'm sure there'll be something. Can you play my map named Hard Omaha? Yes, I can. I'll add that to this list here. But next up, we're going to be checking out a few promising-looking things from the workshop, and they are called... The first one's called Simple Code Clash Royale. I caught my eye because it's trying to make the game Clash Royale and Ancient Warfare 3, so we're going to see how this looks. Probably just a sort of a proof of concept. Very suspicious username here. Don't go to whatever. It's a little suspicious. This is Clash Royale, made with simple code. You can buy different kinds of units. You have to defeat the red team by destroying towers and the red king. Be careful because your time is limited. Have fun. Thank you. I will try to have fun. Yeah, we can see sort of a Clash Royale-esque thing here going on. I've never played Clash Royale, just letting you know, some advance warning. But I thought it would be interesting just to see. I am the king here. Actually, kind of an interesting... This is pretty cool, this arena. It's very, like, rudimentary. You can see there's no terrain painting or anything. But let's get some units here and see what we can see. Oh, I actually can't jump either. Got some interesting scripts at play right now. 3 skeletons, $3. And there's a musketeer and giant. How about I get the giant instead? I want to start with that. Hard Omaha isn't really a futuristic map, but I just want to see you play it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't always stick strictly to a theme on my streams. I played Clash of Clans. I haven't played Clash Royale. Celestia. Just so you know. We're going to get some archers, I think, to support the giant, if it'll let me. It's a little bit hard to select all these things. Oh, I didn't get a giant, did I? I got skeletons. And they do seem to prioritize those 2 bridges, which is a cool mechanic, but of course, they don't follow these paths, which I assume they're supposed to. So, yeah, the enemy spawning in different units. That's quite cool how you've sort of scripted an enemy AI, actually. Reminds me a little bit of Creed vs. Rust, actually. Can we get this giant, please? Welcome, by the way, to the stream, Celestia. I don't know if I said that yet. I remember when you named your barbarian King Bob. I surely do not remember that. Oh, Jay's back. Very nice. Welcome back. That was quick. Nice to see you. Is this giant going to go down easily? Doesn't seem to be. But yeah, my main feedback on this so far is that it's very close to being this very epic scale thing. You might want to add some of these spectator thing. I don't remember what the bleachers to the entire arena. Ring them around and also add some more terrain painting here because that would be very cool. I can be shooting the enemy units as they approach, which would help out my forces a lot, I think. We don't actually seem to be facing too much of a threat right now. Let me get a Mega Knight. That seems to be a good investment. And a bomber. And welcome back, War Striker. I'm playing Clash of Clans, Ancient Warfare 3 edition, pretty much. Somebody scripted in a kind of basic Clash Royale script. It doesn't seem that I'm able to shoot the enemy towers, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. Yes, this is Clash Royale. Yep. And I think this is a very strong concept, but it's not quite there yet. Some things like the inability to jump makes it hard to select some units. But I really like what you've done with creating an enemy AI that chooses what specific units get spawned. But no, it's very cool. I've not seen anything like this before. We're going to absolutely flood them with units. We might not play this out to completion, but who knows. Needs more ambience and chaos, but it's cool. Yeah, I have to agree. It could use some sound and maybe ringing the bleachers all around and a bit of terrain painting, and then we'd be We'll be golden here. It is slightly underwhelming, yeah. But I'm very intrigued. Same here. That's pretty much the way I would characterize this map as well. It's got a very strong concept, but it needs a little bit more updating. But I am still very intrigued about what can happen with it. Did you know about Bob? I did not know about Bob. Bob was unknown to me. I'm going to get myself another Mega Knight and some goblins, I think. The Red King is spawning units? Yes, he is. Which is so cool, because this person has clearly created different scripts to allow that to happen. I'm also helping my units by sniping their stronger guys from a distance, except this guy is taking a long time to shoot. He's their giant. Alright, I'm going to get myself a giant of my own, maybe, and we'll continue. I'm not going to play this map out to completion because I don't actually know how you do that, but yeah, still a very strong concept at play here. Ah yes, the sport of watching enslaved individuals fight to the death for our entertainment. It's pretty much what Clash Royale is, I guess. If it's still going, sure. Oh, Ravmar sent me a message on Steam asking him. I asked him if he wanted to join the stream if I streamed, and he said if it's still going, sure. So I'll send him a link quite quickly. You can observe the units fighting as I quickly send him the link. This is really a meat grinder there in the center, but I'm going to grab some more guys, and then once Ravmar gets back, I'll probably move on from the old Clash Royale map. But still, a very strong concept at play here, which is, I'm very glad I put it on the list today, because it really shows you the range of things you can make in Ancient Warfare 3. This is kind of its own self-contained game, in all honesty. The king has jam? Oh yes, I must eat the kingly jam. Yes, good idea. I almost didn't eat the jam given to me. You should always eat jam if you have the opportunity. Oh, and look at that, an invisible wall that prevents you from leaving your tower. Very cool. Lots of different mechanics of the game at play. I hope this person continues to make maps, because it's clear that they've gotten an early grasp of things early on. So, yeah, very cool. Is Ravmar here? I need to check. He's in the stream. Okay. Well, Ravmar, I'm just finishing up a Clash Royale stream, and I don't think I'm going to be able to break the stalemate, but that's fine. I recommend checking it out if you want to play something like that. And you have had a history with the Clash games. It's a good analog for it. But anyway, let me just see what's in the chat. I love my jam. Yep, it's true. Alright, we have only 3 more maps to check out on the stream, but I have a few other things to do once it's done, so it'll be okay. We'll be fine, guys. The stream won't be too under length, don't worry. The next map is called The Battle for the Base. But the thing is, I was having trouble finding it earlier, so this list we might get through even faster than I had previously assumed. The Battle for the Base. Is it here? It is not here. What about am I subscribed? Yeah, Clash Royale could use a little bit more jam, but other than that, it's perfect. And you know what? There is something I completely glossed over. I glossed over the Airship map. I was going to revisit that this time, so I'll do that. It looks like I'm unable to find, what's it called again? I already forgot. The Battle for the Base. So instead of that, we're going to direct our attention to the Airship map by land, which is something that I have unsubscribed to and validated my game files, so its fixes and stuff and new updates should be in effect now. Because I'd like to be able to finish this map. Last time I wasn't able to. It was at the end of the stream, and we were getting ready to wind down, and I wasn't able to finish. But this time, I'm going to attempt to do that. Okay, here we go. I hope the update went through, and I'm fairly sure it did, but we'll see how this all goes, how this plays out. I'd like to move away from the villain side. We were given that option, but I wasn't able to complete that option because, of course, the stream ended, and I hit a stopping point in the map, so... But let me make sure. I'm going to get Lan's comment pulled up, actually. He explained what I have to do, and I just want to refer back to that in case I get stuck again. Hold on, I have to search my own stream here. Abnormal Activity was the one with it, and his comment was at the top, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'll just get that pulled up in case I'm confused again. Okay, so our airship is under attack for those of you who didn't see this last time. Welcome back, Cat from Space. What is it, soldier? What do we do now, sir? Never mind. I don't need to know this. We're going to blow up the ship. We captured a ship full of, like, refugees or something, and he wants us to blow it up once we defeat some pirates. The Major is a patient man. If you somehow forgot what he said, talk with him again. Okay. Well, I don't need to talk to him again. It's okay. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear what the Major said? Yeah, no, I have to get back here. It's fine. Private Muller banging on the door. Sir, there's pirates attacking the ship. We need to leave now. What? What's happening? Come on, we don't... His message is cut short. Okay. Yep, so he's he just got shot by the pirates. Alright, Jacob's gonna go to bed soon, that's fine. Thanks for tuning in. It's always nice to have new people around here. There's something here. Is this a code lock? Now, where is the code lock? Where exactly is the code lock? I need to find it. There it is! The boiler room code lock. Okay, so now I know where to go, and that was the only thing preventing me from accessing the final endgame of the map. So now we'll just play this out. Now that I know what I have to do, I'll play this out as normal, with much less stress about worrying about what to do. And Damien's going to bed. Okay, see you later. Thanks for hopping in. Door's jammed, I'll have to break it. I'll break it with bullets! Not with the hammer. With bullets! These guys are woefully ill-prepared. This guy's throwing a knife at me! Guess everybody dies. No, I'm not gonna shoot any of you guys. It's okay. Who's this guy? Parker, nice timing. Why were they trying to kill you? The Tennessee will choose to either capture or kill you based on your identity. I'm a Ray Keevan, so I'm on their kill list. The Tennessee? They're a pirate faction that serves as an auxiliary for the Confederation of Verluixia. They raid illegal immigrant ships for captives to use as labor, since those are always in demand in Verluixia. My goodness. Neither side of this conflict, because my side wants to blow up this ship, and the other side wants to take them as slaves, neither side seems particularly nice. I don't know if I want to be fighting in this conflict at all. Keyword is soon. Okay. It'll be a little bit before Jacob goes. Alright, cool. Now that I've healed up, I'm able to continue breaching and clearing. Die, patrol. Hey! That is so rude of you. I have a slightly better gun than them. I have like a World War II era type thing, and they have a Wild West era type thing. Fortunately, they have killed several people in this room, and I was unable to prevent that. Hey man. Just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Fancy room. Yeah, it is a fancy room. There's tons of lore around here. I'm just going to grab the safe key. I've read that lore already, I remember now. 4862. Is this a code? So definitely Lan has added a little more like on-the-nose information to make sure the player doesn't miss out on the final puzzle, which is I'm very grateful for, because I did miss out that first time, and I wasn't able to complete it on stream. But yeah, that kind of thing, I'm glad for there being a hint. I can talk to this guy, Emery. Oh, hi. Who are you, Emery? I'm Emery. I know it sounds like a lot like Emily, okay? So don't laugh at me, please. People laugh at you, Emery. Yeah, back when I was a child, school children were evil, but my mother wouldn't let me stop going to school. She worked hard to make sure I stayed there. Are you grateful for Emery? Yes, very. Although sometimes I wish she gave me a better name. Okay, I will spare you, of course. These pirates really are robust. They can survive several shots to a head with a rifle. Yeah, they're melee guys. Just like eat pieces of iron and steel for breakfast. Code to remember 4862. Okay. That's going to be the final code for the boiler room. 4862. And I know what I have to do to open the boiler room door, so I have to go back to kind of the starting place. But first of all, let's make sure that the deck is clear, which it seems to be. Okay, we're going to jump on over to the pirate ship now. And, yeah, I could go to the pirate ship from here. I sure can. Let's do this. I'm going to use this medical kit and get a new one. And get this key. This key wasn't here before, I don't think. What will this do? Pirate cell key. Ah. I can open this up without a key. Oh, this is just the upper deck. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Some of these maps could use some like ambience and stuff, like maybe wind whipping. These airship maps, but otherwise very cool. Yeah, the designs of the airship are quite interesting and unique, too. And another very, memorable setting for an Ancient Warfare 3 map. I approve. Hey! It's one of their melee guys. I'm surprised he went down in one hit. Whoa! That was just a duel there. Both of us drew as quickly as we could. Both of us took damage. Only thing is, he shot me with a revolver, and I shot him with a full-blown rifle. Okay, so I am looking now for the cell that had that prisoner in it, who I freed last time. I think his name was Timothy. I need to free him in order to access the map's endings, because I'd love to be able to betray this villainous patrol that I'm working for that would blow up ships. In Prefab Editor, if I use global scripting, will it affect other units scripted in Prefab Editor? No, you have to use the specific. If you just refer to the specific unit, then no. If you refer to the specific unit that the script is applying to, it won't. It'll be the same as in a normal map. It shouldn't have any problems if you prefab a script. Radio, is the job done? What job? Were you paying attention? Raid the ship, grab captives, and then leave before the air patrol send in reinforcements. I'll say sorry, boss. Come back when you have something important to report. Yes, boss. I tricked him. I tricked that utter fool. He thinks that I'm a pirate like him. I'm not. Okay, but now where is that cell? Pirate's safe key. I very much like that we get equal depth added and equal numbers of encounters between the air patrol and the pirates. Very, very cool. Something that's not often done in maps like these. If a prefab has a global script and you place that prefab into the normal editor, will the global script come into your map? Yes. Okay, here we go. We're getting close now. Hey, man. I guess I must have missed the prisoner. Whoa. Oh, this is the pirate. I guess this will be the pirate command center or whatever. But I have not been able to find the prisoner. First thing I'm going to do. System, if you press that button, you'll be doing the patrol ending, where you destroy the ships. If you want the other ending, where you leave on the pirate ship, go to the other side. Oh. Go to the other side, like over there? Oh, yeah. I do have to go over there, I think. Okay. That's fine. You don't know how to drive the ship. Unfortunate, man. I wish I did. But we have to get the other ending, not the patrol ending, so let's go over here. Very cool how there's multiple endings to this map. Something I always appreciate and definitely adds to the replayability. Hey, there he is! There's my good friend, Timothy! Will you help me out of here? How can I help, Timothy? I already know who you are. Can you try to open the door? Sure. Thanks. What do you plan to do now that you're free, Timothy? Now I'm going to save these refugees and then bring justice to the Tennessee. I'm going to be the hero here. Basically, I'm going to betray the evil guys who want to blow up ships, save the innocent refugees, and then bring justice to the pirates who are trying to enslave the refugees. So basically, it's sort of like the independent New Vegas ending of this. This is going to be my analogy. I could probably drive this ship. And I know what Nashtown looks like and where it is. Good. Alright, now let's go. So I need to get him... Are you gonna come over here? No, he's not. Wait, is he? No, so what I have to do, I guess, is go back over there and click the button again. Because he's now free. But what if I press this button? Will this bring him over to me? Or do I have to do the boiler room thing? Oh, yes, okay, that's it. You're left in the pirate ship with Timothy leaving the patrol and Fangalia. Okay, that's the good ending there. There's also the air patrol ending where you blow up both ships, but I'm not going to do that today. I might do it off camera, but for two reasons I'm not going to do it on camera. Because for one thing, it's going to add more time to this one map, but even though it's a good map. And for another thing, that is not the morally correct thing to do. So I will not be encouraging that. No, it's just because it's going to add more time to the stream. Anyway, that was The Airship by LAN. Another very high-quality map, lots of interesting story moments, lots of cool little set pieces there. Strong recommendation. I would say it's just as good as Defense of the JMV Patriot, which it was inspired by. So that map seems to be doing well. Cool. Okay, well, anyway, more airship maps are always a plus. So after this map, we have scheduled a map called The Last Stand. I wonder if I'll be able to find it. I believe this map is by Jacob. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. It's this one. Yes, here we go. A non-canon survival map. So this is in the 13 days later universe, 13 days after. A non-canon survival map where you and your team have to survive as long as possible against endless hordes. So this is an endless defense map. And I thought it would be interesting to share my thoughts on it because I often have feedback on infinite defenses and they can be done in very different ways. How long can you survive? Hint, you can use radios around the map to call in airstrikes on certain locations. You can find new and more powerful weapons across the map. And there's also ammo able to be found, but this ammo isn't unlimited. Okay, infinite defense time. Alright, here we go. This is something that, like I said, lots of people do in Ancient Warfare 3. We'll see what Jacob, or I guess, I don't know if should we call Jacob? I'm going to say Jacob. I'm going to see what his take on this is. But before we do that, I must follow my conscience and change the time of day to not be nighttime. Night maps are something that I simply do not often play on stream. It's kind of a running joke, by the way. It's not because it's bad or anything. Yeah, here we go. I'll bring it up to like this time of day, maybe. And we will defend against the zombies now. Here we go, here we go. And again, this is a non-canon installment in the 13 Days After universe. Wait, did that guy drive us here? Wait, where's the driver? Oh no, we got abandoned by our driver. We have to defend against the zombies now. Sort of a Left 4 Dead 2 style thing. I haven't acquired this companion yet in 13 days later, but so that's only a minor spoiler though. Okay, I like the environment so far. One thing I have to say is you should try to spawn the units in with scripting rather than with spawners. And oh cool, a flamethrower. Can't use it though. And this could also use a little bit of terrain painting. But other than that, I saw there was some nice terrain editing back through there, which is cool. He only leaves them at night when the maps are made by mammoths, so that he doesn't get raided by mammoth fans. True? Alright, so it looks like this is indestructible, unfortunately. It actually does have to be an infinite defense. At the moment, I'm not too threatened by the zombies. Oh, here they come. At the moment, I'm not too threatened by them. However, this map would definitely benefit from, I should say, some music, I think, because the zombies are going to take a while to show up, and maybe a little bit more feral zombies, too. Because these zombies do not take much time at all. I'm sorry, they do take much time to close with you, whereas ferals can do it very quickly. And ferals are the scariest thing about 13 Days After, because you just know they can really end your fun very quickly. They do not mess around. But there don't even seem to be any ferals at the moment yet. You messed up? What happened, Jake? What happened, Jacob? You said you messed up on this map? Okay, so yeah, no real threat at this exact moment, but what did you mess up on? That's what I'm curious about. Because at the moment I'm not disliking the map, I just feel like it's, actually, and this is something I almost never say about the 13 Days Later universe, but it's actually a little bit too easy right now. I think you wanted to select ferals, but didn't. Ah, okay. Yeah, because at the moment, I'm not too threatened. And this map could also benefit, I think, from a little bit of ambience, a little bit of terrain painting, a little bit of music. I think most of the damage I've taken has been from friendly fire as well, so maybe take that out. Yeah, that's really about all I have to say on this, but I'll keep fighting the zombies for a bit anyway. Oh, hey, I'm actually like in an ocean right now. Can I get out of here? Please let me out of the ocean, please, please. Nope, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. No. Maybe change this to a river as well, because I think I'm gonna drown right here. Or maybe not. Maybe I can get out. Maybe. No, I'm gonna drown. I'm totally gonna drown. I'm gonna go watch your custom unit tutorial. Bye. Okay. See you, Cat from Space. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope the tutorial's helpful. Yeah, you can't shoot your gun in the ocean anyway. You made your last stand, and now you lost it. Very sad. But I like the custom death screen. Cool. The map probably isn't that great. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think it just needs a little bit more baking. You know, every map can be a little bit more polished at release. That's something that everybody does. Certainly, this feedback should not be taken as any sort of criticism on this map, because I do always like, you know, infinite defense maps. So this could join the canon of legendary infinite defense maps. But anyway, that was The Last Stand, and welcome to the stream, Lame. We just finished up The Last Stand, which is a zombie survival map, and you're gonna go now. All right, thanks for tuning into the stream, Jacob. It was nice to have you here. I don't think I've seen you in any streams before, so always nice to have a new person to talk to. And I'll see you hopefully in the next stream or something like that. I'm gonna go fix the Last Stand tomorrow. All right, cool. Well, you can always keep me posted in the comments section, because when you get those updates done, you can let me know when it would be good for me to return to it, and I will be doing that on the next stream that you want me to. But moving on from The Last Stand, we are finishing up with Hard Omaha, which is just simply a difficult D-Day map, as the name might suggest. I'm pretty sure it's this map. And this is a simple Omaha beach invasion again, or is it? This map is hard to beat. All you have to do is get to the sand wall where the German bunkers are on top to win. The thing is, there's mines, German bunkers, with like 6 machine guns each, and also German planes. It's really hard to beat this map, or I'm just terrible at the game, whatever you decide. So this will decide how good at Ancient Warfare 3 I truly am. Now, I developed a brief reputation as being a speedrunner after completing Fighting at Ladoas on my first try in less than 5 minutes, but this map is going to test to see if I could truly hold that title. And after this, we will probably start to wind the stream down. How many battles will you play? At this point, I'm actually getting close to concluding the stream. We'll probably play 1 or 2 more maps, but after that, we will probably wind things down, because I still have to finish editing a couple of videos, including a tutorial. But after today, I'll be taking a short break from streaming, as I've already mentioned, to work on videos. Hard Omaha, okay. I am gonna drown. That's the hard thing. Oh, okay. The Germans are up on like a vertical wall. That's probably what causes the most deaths. What is the Battle of Ladois? That, if you look at, I made a video like 3 or 4 days ago now, Celestia. It's called Fighting at Ladois, and it's like a Good of the Company Far Future spin-off by No Idea, and he said something like he was expecting me to die in a few tries or something, or take longer, but instead I completed it on my first try in like 5 minutes, so it was a shock. But I guess I lost that title now because I died from the ocean on the on this hard Omaha map, so you can forget any reputation of Tomebinder being a good Ancient Warfare 3 player, because he was taken out by just a bit of hydrogen and oxygen. Hardest part of the map is the lag. That is also true. There's quite a bit of units down on this map. You should probably tone down the units if you want it to be more accessible. Let's take a look at this with daytime here. Yeah, so you're supposed to scale this, I guess, like actually get up here. Yeah, it seems brutally difficult. Oh my goodness. Actually, silencing the defenses are going to be comparatively easy because you can just shoot up from any distance. I'll be back in a few minutes. I have to watch some science videos. Okay. I love how low the bombers are compared to this massive sand wall. But yeah, that's really about all I have to say on Hard Omaha. I'm probably not going to try it again. I might someday, but I think the lag and the ocean are just going to kill me every time. So is there anything else I could play now? I don't want to end the stream while War Striker is gone, because that'd be kind of, I don't know, a bit rude, maybe. Unannounced conclusion of the stream. We're going to check out something called Purple Mercenary Inc. I don't know what this relates to. It looks like they have purple cars, though, and they're mercenaries, so that's good enough for me. It's just a script test. Please leave an upvote if I should try doing more of these. Okay. Well, I'm going to check it out. 148 subscribers. Hey, very awesome. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. I do appreciate your support, as always. Purple Mercenary Inc. Oh, let's get in here. These guys are purple mercenaries, alright. So, keep walking. Oh. Should keep walking? Should I talk to these guys? No. Well, nice units anyway. As always, I have this pretty much recurring trope on this channel where I have to say, make sure to, put attention on the area that the player won't be going to, because this is a very large, flat area that's going to hurt the immersion. But if you just add some hills with trees on them behind here, it will completely block out that super flat area. And you can even put, as well, invisible walls to prevent the player from leaving too. But yeah, you should put as much effort into the background, or almost as much effort into the background as the foreground. But I do like the use of the different textures and modulars here, because it's kind of a cool little bench place to sit in. I like that. Speaking of likes, yeah, it would be great if you like the stream, if you support it. That's the only way YouTube's really going to push out my content and show people Ancient Warfare 3 stuff. So I would definitely thank you for doing that. Bus stop does look nice. Agreed. I'm not sure what the script test is yet, though. Go on the roof and practice shooting. Got it, okay. I can talk to these guys. I like their animations. I like the purple mercenary guys. Here's a spare rifle we found in a crate. Okay, I'll use that one. You've created the battlefield. Oh yeah, actually, that was on my list for a stream, but I somehow just got off the list. But I will play that. Maybe I'll play that. I'm not sure. I might do it after this one, or in the next stream, whenever that is. But yeah, soon. After shooting the targets, go downstairs and walk away. Okay. Oh, I shoot these targets. Okay. So clearly, this test is meant to be for info nodes and stuff. We've got some guys guarding here. Nice variety in the units. This area feels a little bit empty, and again, my main theme for this map is that this just needs to have a little bit of something blocking all this flatness. Otherwise, it would be a really nice little set-piece area, but it kind of ruins the immersion to see this huge flatness out here. We're going to head back down and follow the instructions. Go downstairs and walk away. I can do that. Yeah, that's cool. You can also do something where if you script, you can script it so that these messages only appear one time. And that should be in my ultimate scripting guide. So if you want to make these messages only appear a single time, so they don't, repeat, check out my ultimate scripting guide video, which is pretty old. It's actually featured on my channel homepage. Anyway, it says keep walking, so we'll keep walking. Oh, there we go. Thank you for playing. Leave an upvote if I should try doing more of these. I will leave an upvote. I'm not sure if this video is going to get back to the person who made this map, but I hope it does, because my really only main piece of criticism on this is that it should have something to block all this flatness, because, people got to focus on your script test rather than the large background. I'll show you what I mean here. Hold on. It's very simple to do, and it shouldn't take too much of your time. We'll get like one here. Let's up the radius and speed a little bit. We're going to put one hill there, and then why not even... Well, we'll go the whole hog here. We'll take the hill all the way around. And then, obviously this road should continue stretching on, but it's okay. We'll do one hill there, and then a larger hill behind it, and that's really all we need. Yeah, something like this. And it shouldn't be uniformly high, the hill, because hills aren't normally just like uniform rings. So something like this, I think, would look quite nice. And, you know, it's going to completely block the player from seeing any of that flatness, and it makes the map feel, I think, much more like self-contained. And, gosh, I don't know what the right word... I almost thought of the word cozy for a self-contained map, but I don't know if it quite applies to an Ancient Warfare 3 map. But, yeah, it just definitely feels, you know, like, the map feels bigger, or this area feels bigger, when you don't see this huge vastness of area that the player didn't fill. So, anyway, that's going to be my recommendation for you. I would also recommend putting trees and stuff on here as well. This is just a really rushed version, but, yeah. Could also change the time of day to be a little bit less harsh, and up the fog a little. That would be my only recommendation for you, to be honest. Solid map with the scripting and all that, and I do like the visuals here, especially this bus stop. I don't know why. This bus stop is a solid bus stop, probably the best I've ever seen in Ancient Warfare 3. Well, haven't seen too many of bus stops in Ancient Warfare 3, so. But anyway, that was Purple Mercenary Inc. That was a map that I've been seeing on the workshop for a while, and I wanted to check out on stream because I hadn't gotten a chance to give my feedback yet. At this point, I'm probably going to go back to the beach house now and start to wind things down, but don't worry because there will be more content coming up today. I've been saying this a few times, and so I know it's, you know, it's not all the way done, but I am finishing up a sound design video, and now that I'm going to be taking this short break from streaming, I'll have much more time to edit and, you know, make these videos as best they can be. So, I already have one video completely lined up that's fully edited, and I have this tutorial video that I want to get up first, so that'll be up later tonight, is my fervent hope. So, keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be all about making sound design. But I'm going to load back in here and do my official outro, where I thank everybody for tuning in. Alright, and we're going to head out here. And actually, instead of looking out at the beach today, actually, no, we're going to look out at the beach. The beach is just nice in general. Let's go out here. Got the ship here with no guns, thankfully. The guns were causing a lot of problems. We're going to sit out here by Tomebinder, up at the chair, and look out upon the sea. Celestia is there, looking confused and disturbed by the existence of Tomebinder. But anyways, we are going to look out here, as I say. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the stream. As I've said, this will be the last stream for a couple of days, and in that time, I'm going to be working on some larger-scale video projects, including a few tutorials. The main ones are going to be sound design, and one about creating units moving in tactical formation. So it's going to be much more specialized, but I'll just be focusing on having them use realistic tactics. I made a video about smarter units. Now I'm going to do one about their battlefield tactics, which is going to be, you know, divisions of troops rather than individual units. Those are my two main tutorial ideas. I'm also planning to make a video about Five Nights at Beach House 2, which just came out today. So lots of new stuff should be coming up on the Tomebinder channel soon, so keep your eyes out for that. And if you want to support me, you can always leave a like and subscribe, or you can follow my Steam Workshop if you want to see the maps that I put on Ancient Warfare 3. That's always linked in my contents description. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.